Being a positive person has a way of affecting your life, the relationship you have with yourself, and the relationship you have with other people. If you know me very well in my personal life, you know I worry a lot, and over the years I've come to the realization that worrying a lot does not solve any purpose. If you're worrying about a particular thing, let's say getting an admission so that you can school abroad, you will just be here worrying. The other person, at the other hand, that is the school that is supposed to grant you the admission, is never going to see that part of you worrying and disturbing yourself. And worrying too much has a way of affecting your happiness. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Tolulope, and I'm so happy that you have decided to join us today. In today's video, I'll be sharing tips and ways that you can become a more positive and happy person, because we all know the world is a difficult place. You cannot decide to be hard on yourself all the time, especially when worrying and thinking too much about certain situation does not solve any problem. In case you don't know, there's something I want you to take out of this video, that worrying has no purpose. Like, it does not serve you any purpose. So why not be happy? Why not have a positive mindset and see how things will change for you? If you are interested in knowing the ways or tips that can help you to become a more positive and happy person, then this video is for you. And the very first tip that will help you to become a more happy and positive person is to start your day every day with God. Yes, start with your maker. He's the one that owns your life. He's the one that knows what you're going to be today. He's the one that knows what your future is. So why not hand over everything to him? So if you're a Muslim, if you're a Christian, I would advise that you start your day every day with God, and there's this calmness and peace that you will feel after, when it feels like you have handed everything over to the maker. You have handed everything over to somebody that owns control of your life. And there's this thing that is in the Quran, that in the remembrance of Allah shall the heart find peace. So if you're a Muslim, if you trust God with everything, if you're a Christian, if you trust God, your maker, with everything, there's this calmness and peace that you are going to feel. And when you are calm, when you are at peace, you will definitely be happy. And there's a way you will see life in a more positive light, because you feel like you have handed everything over to the ones that has control over everything. If you are looking to become a more happy and positive person, then you definitely have to try this tip, and this is practicing positive affirmation. If you know me very well, and if you're a follower of my channel, you will know I preach about affirmation so many times. And the very beautiful things about affirmation is you don't have to select a particular time of the day to do it. Although I prefer to do my own first thing in the morning after saying my prayer, and also last thing at night before going to bed, because there's a way it calms your spirit and soul. Let's say, for instance, I feel like I've not been happy over a period of time. There are so many things that you can say to yourself that will bring you out of the state. Let's say, for instance, I'm sad. I tell myself, Tolulope, you are happy. Tolulope, you are going to get over this. Tolulope, this is going to be an history. Tolulope, stand up and dance, because you know what? God loves you. So there are so many things. And if you are the type that when you are in your state, when you are very sad, when you're unhappy, when you are not feeling positive, and you feel like those words will not easily come to you, I would advise that you tune into various affirmations. There are various apps on the internet now that gives you affirmation based on the way you are feeling. I know there's a particular one for Black women that will help you love and see beauty in yourself, even if the society is saying otherwise. So I would advise that you start trying out affirmations, and it's going to help you a great deal in becoming a more beautiful, a more happy and positive person, because being happy is always. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I am currently on a rebranding and reinventing journey, so I will constantly bring upon videos that will help you rebrand and reinvent your life too. The next tip that will help you to become a more positive and happy person is for you to stop worrying about the future or the past and live in the moment. Living in the moment will help you appreciate the time. The only thing you have control over is now. The only time I have control over is, what's the time now? It's currently 12:19 that I am filming this video. I have no control over 12:30. I have no control over 10:30 a.m. that is already in the past. So I would advise that if you're looking to become a more happy and positive person, start learning to live in the moment. Forget about the past. Don't worry too much about the reality of life. We worry so much about the future that we are not even sure if we are going to be in that future. We pray we don't die young, but then people are dying. Bad things happen to bad things happen to good people, and good things happen to bad people too. So I say this to say that you have to try as much as possible, make conscious efforts to live in the moment and stop worrying too much about things that you have absolutely no control. Fourth tip actually that is going to help you to become a more positive and happy person is to be observant. Yes, be observant of the situations that make you not to be happy, that is sad, or that makes you to have a negative outlook or aspects to things. Be observant of certain situations like that, so that when those situations bring upon themselves or you're approaching those kinds of situations, you learn how to remove yourself from those situations. Observant of situations that makes you feel bad and taking yourself out of those kinds of situations is a form of self-love. So do not be afraid to remove yourself from situations that is going to make you feel bad, situations that is going to make you feel less of yourself, situations that is not going to make you appreciate and love yourself for the beauty that is that you have. Please ensure that you are observant of your situation, and not just situations, and also some certain people. There are some people that when you meet them, they are a vibe, you love yourself, you are happy, you are jovial, you see things in a more positive light. Meanwhile, there are some other people that when you see them, the tempo is low, you are sad because they always bring about one bad news or the other. I'm not saying we shouldn't have sober moments, but there are some certain people in our life. I'm sure if you look deep into your life, you will have people like that they are just positive, they are just negative vibes. So ensure that you notice those people around you and you look for ways to manage them, because loving yourself comes first. Loving yourself should be your priority. If you don't love yourself enough, how then can you extend love to other people around you? So ensure that you are observant of situations and people around you that makes you feel the way that you do not want to feel. And some people like this can be in your workplace, people like this can be your neighbor, people like this can even be your family members. You just have to be observant enough and know how you feel after you relate and mix with those people. And do not forget, energy is very much contagious. If you are with certain people and you notice that when you come around them you are happy, I would advise that you move closer to those kind of people. And if you are around some certain people and you feel that you're always sad, you're always moody, your energy is low, I would advise that you limit the number of times you spend with those kinds of people, and if it's possible, move completely away from them. And if you're that kind of person that you know that you are the toxic person, or you have negative vibe, or when you move near people you dampen their energy, I would advise that you change. The world is too difficult. Don't be a difficult person, be a nice person. I think we're on number 5 now, and the 5th tip to being a more happy and positive person is to be intentional about it. Are you the type that you're always sad, you are not happy, you don't always see the good of every situation, you always have a negative mindset to everything and situations that come up around you? I want you to be intentional and be self-aware. Ask yourself, why am I like this? Why are you always like this? Because if you don't identify a problem, how then can you profile solution to it? So you have to sit down with yourself, talk to yourself, realize that you have the problem so that you can solve the problem. If you don't like yourself being sad, if you don't like the fact that you don't have positive mindset to things, because trust me, if you have positive mindset to certain things, you will notice that things will always work for you, protocols will always break for your sake. So you have to change your mindset. You have to be intentional about working on yourself to become a more happy and positive person. And the very last tip, that is the 6th one, that will help you to become a more happy and positive person, is to deal with your traumas and emotion. Yes, I needed to mention this. If you are the type that you notice that you have certain things that you have done, some mistakes that you have done in the past that will not stop haunting you, I will advise that you seek help. Is there somebody that you trust that can help you, that you can talk to? I advise that you talk to those kind of people so that they can help you heal from the past. And if you are the type that you don't trust people so much, or probably you don't have people around you that you can talk to, if you have the budget, I would advise that you go to therapy so that you can unpack all those situations, all those traumas, so that you can learn to enjoy your life and stop worrying too much. Do not forget, like I said at the beginning of this video, worrying has no benefits. When you worry about certain situations, those people that are in control of those situations will not see that you are worrying about it and just make things work faster or hasten up to, so that you can get results because you're worrying. So I would advise that you live in the moment, you stop worrying, you do some set of self-talk to yourself, be intentional, be observant about the situations around you, and don't forget, trust God with your life. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love you guys so much. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe. Until I come your way next time, stay fabulous and remain happy.